for all. Man, that was a really good intro, and I totally messed it up by not having the mic on. Okay, hang on. Let's start it over again. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Liberty and justice for all. Well, hello and welcome, you guys. Welcome and hello. Today is Thursday, which means that it is vlog day. And yeah, I have a real full vlog planned out for everybody tonight. We're going to be running the vlog just a little bit differently tonight. For the first, let's say, hour or so, it's going to be just a straight up vlog. Just us. I need a vlog. I need to relax. I need to have a beer. I need to open some mail. I need to vape some stuff. And I need to have a good old fashioned vlog, damn it. And then for about the last hour of it, we're going to call it 5:30-ish, between 5:30 and 5:45. We might have a very special guest joining us via Skype. We might not have a very special guest joining us via Skype. But regardless, the last hour of this vlog is going to be dedicated 100% to covering everything that's been going, as much as I can possibly get through that's been going on. The news has been happening so quickly that it just happens. It just happens so quickly. In 2019, the news cycles are hours long. But we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about Trump. We're going to talk about the FDA. We're going to talk about the flavor ban. We're going to talk about how everybody is angry. We're going to talk about what this means for us, what this means for vaping, what we can do about it. I'm not going to go like crazy deep dive into it. We're gonna be painting with a pretty broad brush tonight. I know tonight, a little bit later on the That's What She Said show, they're going to be going into a much deeper dive of this than I will be. So be sure to watch that. But welcome so much, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, full vlog planned out. I can't do that thing where I put all of the timestamps down here on the bottom anymore. But my main man, Jeremy V in the house tonight. If he's here tonight, we're going to have all of the timestamps pinned in that first comment right underneath this video. But like I said, we're going to relax just a little bit. Tensions are high. Everybody's mad. Everybody's angry. I see you there, Jeremy. Thank you for being here, brother. Everybody's mad. Everybody's angry. And there's even more bad news, more anger news that we're going to get to when the time is right. But for now, I want everybody, just let's in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale the good, exhale the bad. And let's just hang out for an hour like we always do, and then we can get to the anger-inducing stuff. So the first thing I want to do, so like I said, we're going to have some beer. I do have a retro vape and a combination liquid pairing all in one. We're going to have some beer. I have a little bit of mail. I got an Orchid V2 in there for sure that I know is there, and I really want to set that up. We're going to be doing all the super chats as I can at the end of every segment, but I might be saving them for that 5:30 mark there down at the bottom of the clock, so we'll just keep an eye on that as well. But first things first, I like to start this vlog off with, it's that one thing, it's my favorite. What happened over here? Oh, that's weird. It's that one thing. It's my favorite thing. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Your announcement today, are you concerned that the companies that were making these products will be treated unfairly by taking these products off the market?
Well, they've become very rich companies very fast, and the whole thing with vaping is been very profitable. And I want companies, look, you know that. I fight for our companies very hard. That's why I'm fighting with China. That's why I'm fighting with other countries. If you look at European Union, and if you look at Japan, and if you look at so many others, including South Korea and many others, we're constantly dealing with them to make it good for our companies, because I view it as jobs. I view it as income for our country and jobs. Vaping has become a very big business, as I understand it, like a giant business in a very short period of time. But we can't allow people to get sick, and we can't have our youth be so affected. And I'm hearing it, and that's how the First Lady got involved. And she's got a son together that is a beautiful young man, and she feels very, very strongly about it. She's seen it. We're both reading it. A lot of people are reading it. But people are dying with vaping. So we're looking at it very closely. And, you know, if nothing else, this is a conference that's going to let people know about it, because people are going to watch what we're saying. And parents are going to be a lot tougher with respect to their children. A lot of people think vaping is wonderful, it's great. It's really not wonderful. That's one thing I think we can say definitely, Commissioner. It's not a wonderful thing. It's got big problems. We have to find out the extent of the problem. It's so new. It's so new. But we're going to find out. And I hope that parents that, you know, they have children and the children are a certain age, I hope they're going to be able to make wise decisions, maybe based on what we're saying today. But
Oh my God. I can't help but now to see that clip and just laugh. We're very fond of them together. Yes. Maybe some parents could learn. It's laughable. I mean, that it was barely a thought. It's barely a thought. Very, very rich. Very, very quick. Unbelievable. That is essentially what is getting. That's the clip. I meant to play that clip. I did mean to play that clip. This is the actual clip that I wanted to play right now. I had to reverse it, and I made a few little edits, and I'm not even sure if he's one of my subscribers, but I just want to shout out Greg Conley right now for being amazing.
Agree that too many teenagers are vaping, that it's harmful, and that this will help cut down on that.
Yes, let's be clear. No youth should vape, just as no youth should use marijuana, cigarettes, or alcohol. But there's only one product that the U.S. government is proposing to ban 98% plus of the products on the market and potentially send several million ex-smoking Americans back to cigarettes. That's the part that we are extremely concerned about and disappointed in President Trump for.
Right. You believe that vaping helps with smoking cessation. And, okay, if that's the case, why are they marketed in kiddie flavors? I mean, let me just put up for people some of the flavors that it's hard to believe that these are for smoking cessation. Look at the illustrations. I mean, unicorn milk, cotton candy, Fruit Loops, strawberry milk, sour gummies. Those are clearly marketed to kids.
They're actually not. There is absolutely some inappropriate marketing in this industry. And when you can actually have regulations, not prohibition, you can control flavor names. You can control packaging. But the fact is, that gets ignored all too often in this debate, fruit flavors are the most popular flavor among adults, and most importantly, the most used flavor among adults who have quit smoking with vaping. So this idea that we can just get rid of flavors tomorrow, and as long as smokers can access just one flavor, that's not going to make a difference on public health, it absolutely will.
But I think
not to mention the fact that we just...
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Just correct me if I'm wrong. I think you're talking about mint and menthol. Are a lot of adults smoking strawberry milk?
Actually, the most popular flavor with adults, according to FDA, CDC data, is not actually mint and menthol. It could be mint and menthol in 2019, but as of 1 year ago, 2 years ago, the most popular flavor, both among adults and switchers, the people benefiting the health the most by getting away from cigarettes, are fruit flavors. And so again, you can talk about inappropriate marketing, you can talk about restricting flavor names, marketing, but just getting rid of these products, it's going to do nothing to combat the black market contaminated THC products that are causing lung illnesses, and will actually just open up a brand new, potentially multi-billion-dollar black.
Okay, so I definitely can't monetize this vlog now. Definitely cannot monetize this vlog. I don't know if CNN's going to catch me on that, but Greg Conley, I just want to give a huge, immense, huge shout out to Greg Conley right now. He's doing the damn thing. Greg Conley, he's been part of the American Vaping Association for years and years. He's been on all of these shows a lot in the past. Every time there's anything, flavor bans, taxes, usage bans, he's there. He's out there. He speaks so well, much better than any YouTuber by far. I'm so glad Greg is doing this. we would be lost without Greg Conley. We all love Greg Conley. I just wanted to give a special shout out to Greg Conley for really what I've seen of him in the last few days is really throwing off the gloves. He's really going after it. There's this sort of like air, this like feeling in the air that vapors aren't going to stand for this. Gloves are coming off, and here we go. And Greg Conley's leading, and I think that's just fantastic. That's not actually even the video, my first video that I wanted to show. Everybody's doing something. I've seen everybody doing something. Rip Trippers? Well, I haven't seen Rip Trippers do anything. I'm not calling out Rip Trippers. Everybody's doing something. And this inspired me. Greg Conley inspired me today. And lastly, the last video. I promise this is the last video. I have to share this. I was just going to repost it on Instagram, but I thought that's not good enough. I need to feature this in the vlog. Mike Turk over there at M Turk. We all know M Turk. I'm vaping his Turkish cake right now because I'm an adult that likes flavors. You know what that tastes like? That tastes like liberty. That tastes like justice for all. This is the last video. Turk called the White House today, put it up on Instagram. I was so inspired by it. We're just going to play it right now.
Hey, how's it going? I was looking to talk to somebody about the flavor ban. I'm looking to hopefully change your guys' mind and ban these flavors for nicotine products. And I was able to quit smoking cigarettes about 5 years ago. Not only did I quit cigarettes, but I was able to quit drugs as well shortly after that, and this industry has been able to keep me clean for the last 5 years of my life now.
Wow. If it's been 5 years, why would you go back?
Why would I go back to smoking cigarettes, you're saying?
Didn't it cure you?
So, like, an addict's mind is constantly always in a race. It's always racing. It's always trying to get you to go back to doing drugs, basically. With the vaping industry, it's given me an industry to where I can focus and have almost like a hobby in a sense to keep my mind occupied, to keep me away from the drugs and the stuff in the street. Probably about 6 out of 10 people that are in this vaping industry who have done the same course basically, where they've been able to quit smoking cigarettes and then they've been able to quit drinking or drugs or whatever the case may be and live a healthier lifestyle. With them trying to ban flavors and stuff like that, it's going to be detrimental to the industry and it could cause a lot of people to go backwards.
Appreciate you explaining it to me. Thank you very much.
No problem.
And I'll make sure that all of your words get to his office. You're very clear. Thank you.
All right, so I apologize. That was just a little bit too quiet. Go to Turk's Instagram. Go to Instagram and just follow Turk because it's a great account to follow. Watch the whole video. He actually had like a conversation with this person. The majority of the feedback that I've been getting is that they don't listen. People early on were getting hung up on from the White House, which is crazy to me, but that's been the action plan for today. That's the action plan for today. That's the action plan for tomorrow. We need to clog the White House phone lines. We all need to be calling. We all need to be telling our story. We all need to be telling that flavors helped us quit smoking. We all need to tell everybody. And this is the point that we really, 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 in my opinion, need to drive home. We vape and we vote. There are, what's the number now? Something like 13 million-ish, give or take, vapors in the United States right now that are having their freedom of choice stripped away from them. That's 13 million voters. 13 million voters he just pissed off. That's incredible to me. That's incredible to me. So that's my one favorite thing where I get to hear from one of my subscribers. If anybody else out there has a video that they would like to see featured on this blog, you can send it on over to me. Nick@GrimmGreen.com. Just mark your subject, that one thing. Chances are I'll see the attachment, I'll save it, and you never know, you might pop up just your face on the vlog. Who knows, stranger things have happened. But what I'd like to do right now is I'd like to taste some more liberty. I'd like to taste some more freedom tonight. So we're going to be digging in. It's time. Let's just do it. Roll the bumper. Let's have some beers, friends. So, the beer we got tonight is the beer we got last week in the vlog. This came from one of my Yo-Yo Patron Cool Kids Club, Jay. Jay sent me over this beer. It is a, get this, a pineapple guava IPA. Wait. There is flavor in this beer? There's pineapple and guava flavor in this beer? Ban it. Ban it. Ban it, because adults don't like flavors. Flavors, remember, flavors only appeal to youths. No adult has ever ordered dessert. When Donald Trump goes, he eats dessert, cardboard. That's what he orders. Have some cardboard. Cardboard. That's what he eats. Hates flavors. Hates flavors. Smells like pineapple. I smell everything. It smells like pineapple, smells like guava, smells like an IPA. That smells like liberty to me. It smells like liberty to me. So I'm just going to be pouring this into a tulip style glass because that's how I like to drink my beer. I'm assuming it's going to look, taste, and smell like that of an IPA, a pineapple guava IPA from By the Horns Brewing out of, looks like brewed in Mansfield, Texas. Very, very cool. I can find no information about this beer kind of anywhere on the internet. I found it on Untapped, the Untapped app, the Untapped website. People seem to really like it. It's one of those things like on Untapped, everybody just gives everything like a 4 or 5 star. It's like every beer is a 4 or 5 star beer, and that's fine. If it is a 4 or 5 star beer, then I'm on board with that. It's a 4 or 5 star beer. Thank you, Jay, for the beer. I'm assuming it's going to taste like freedom and liberty. Here's a pineapple guava IPA. Cheers, guys. Yeah, dude, that's amazing. That's incredible. So right out of the gate, you get this, wow, this beer is good. I'm still getting the aftertaste of it. I get this like guava tanginess, like back here in the jowls of my throat. Right up front, you get a real pungent, like hoppy IPA. You get that strong pineapple and IPA right out of the gate. A little bit later on your palate, towards the back of your mouth, you get this like juicy guava flavor. It's like this tropical beer in a can. It's like this combination of this sweet pineapple, this juicy guava in an IPA. Adults like flavors too, I guess. This is amazing. I mean, this is delicious. I have nothing to pair this with. Let's try the let's try this. Let's try the old vintage lemonade. I think vintage lemonade could possibly pair very well with this. Got a bottle of vintage lemonade from Aqua Element Vapors because you know, I like lemonade flavors because I'm an adult and I like flavors. So that's going to be the theme, I guess, of tonight's show is adults like flavors too. That is a match made in vapey beer heaven. That tastes delicious together. That tastes incredible together. Vintage lemonade, it's got like a lemon lime thing, really brings out the sweetness of this guava, really kind of drives home that pungent, like hoppy IPA flavor. Whew, it's good. It's good. All right. Dude, that's a good beer. That's a good beer pairing. I am, if you're a beer person, even passively interested in beer, I haven't had a beer surprise me and be this good in a while. Plus, it tastes like freedom. It tastes like liberty, man. This is By the Horns Brewing. This is the Pineapple Guava IPA. It's 8.5%, so we're going to take it a little bit easy. I'm not just going to pound this down, although that does always make the latter of the vlog just so much better. Frames Janklin, pair that beer with Ben from Rescued. I don't have any Ben set up right now. I got no Ben. On me. I would if I could. Maybe Smacks Lick It can do it. Hey, that's pretty good too. It's not quite as good as the vintage lemonade, but it's pretty good too. So now that we got through that, what time is it? Oh, we are running way behind. I'm not really going to go over what I've been vaping. I just wanted to show you like 3 things that I've been vaping that I've been really into lately. I'm still heavily into this Twisted Messes 30 millimeter RDA. Ever since Kent was here and we set this up, I've just been vaping it like a crazy person, topped on that Vapor SO Gen, which again is my pick, I believe, for regulated mod just of the year. I think it's fantastic. It's loaded up with rescued Vulcan, which is a, what flavor liquid is this? Well, this flavor liquid, strawberry kiwi. And it is a flawless strawberry kiwi. It's the best strawberry kiwi combo I may have ever had in my life. I love the strawberry component of this liquid. Every time I have a vlog, my batteries are dead. Every time I have a vlog, my batteries are dead. So that's one thing that I've been vaping. The second thing that I have really been cranking away on is this Wismec Tinker 2 mod. I don't care for the tank that comes with the kit. Right now, this is topped with the Monster sub-ohm tank from Blitz Enterprises, I believe. But this Wismec Tinker 2, it's been a banger, man. This is a really durable, like honkin' durable mod. This is one of those like give the Aegis a run for money kind of mod. That's spectacular. That's spectacular. As you saw, been heavily on that Kennedy. I also picked this up at ECC and just put it together today. This is a Recoil Rebel combo on top of a new Ronin competition mech that I don't even know what it's called. The X3? The Ronin X3 21700 competition mech mod. I love this thing. I love the styling. Like I was saying in that grip video, I just like that little top hat design. I like that the RDA kind of sits on that tiny little pedestal right there. That's just one of my favorite things that I like ever. And if you're here now, just smash the like button. Just take the button and smash it. Punch your computer. The last time I told someone to punch their computer, they punched their computer and I felt bad. So don't punch your computer. Just massage that like button. Just give it a little one of these. Just a boop. Just hi, like. That would really help me out. This is loaded up still. You guys, prickly smooth. Prickly smooth. I simply cannot get enough. That's half gone. Half gone. Went through half this bottle since the last vlog. Prickly Smooth is just scratching all of my itches that I needed in an e-liquid. Sorry. Burp life. Look, everybody burps. It's like this grapefruit candy type. I can't even describe it. It's just so wonderful. I mean, I can describe it. I spent like 20 minutes describing it last week in the vlog. So, I mean, good Lord. It's so good. Stupid good. Actually, let me try this Prickly Smooth with the Guava Pineapple IPA. This could be a thing. We could have a winner here. That's pretty good. Okay, it's not my favorite. Like the other one was way better, but that's still really good. And then I guess lastly, but certainly not leastly, I'll just show you this to you guys real quick. That's not the drip tip. I've been... It's the Grimm kit. It's the AIO that's coming out at the end of the month. I'm not going to really talk about it here other than I more or less just kind of worship the mouth to lung that we created with Hell Vape. The mouth to lung coil heads in here are spectacular. This is loaded up with 12 milligram Dragon Shake. Eric Vinyl and Vapors Dragon Shake is in here in a 12 milligram, and it's just... It's just so damn tasty. Anyway, so that's more or less what I have been vaping. Honestly, what I'd like to do right now, I'd just like to kick back. I'd like to open some mail. We got about a half hour left before we really get ragey and start talking about Trump. We're going to be taking questions from the chat. I might have a special guest. We might be having a special guest. I haven't heard back yet. We might be having a special guest. There's a medium percentage That's what I'm going to say, that we might be having a special guest. Before we open the mail, let's get into some of these super chats that have been happening. I saw a few of them. I saw Frames over there doing some super chatting, and listen, there's a lot going on tonight. I really appreciate you coming out for the vlog. I think there's going to be a lot of good information, and I just wanted to hang out and have some fun, take a little bit of a break from the nonstop barrage of just awfulness that has been happening from the Orange Man, from the FDA, from the governor of New Jersey. That's right. What? You weren't expecting a New Jersey flavor ban tonight. You thought wrong. New Jersey flavor ban. Not just that. Hardware. New Jersey's going after hardware, friends. That's enough to, let's get there. We'll get there when we get there. Let's do some of these super chats. Matt Sinister, very gracious of you, way before the stream even started. Let's not panic. Lawsuits are coming. Vapors unite. And that's one thing that I will stress a little bit later. We're at step 1 of a 5 billion step process. We're at step 1. So that's where we're at right now. Samuel Williams, the founding father, very gracious of you, thought this was the USA and downright unconstitutional. I bet you follow the money. It will lead you right to big pharma and big tobacco. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And it's weird that that's a perfectly normal thing to say in the United States of America. You're like, yeah, of course our politicians are bought off by big pharma. Wait, your politicians? Wait, your politicians aren't bought off by big pharma to push an anti-vaping agenda? Weird. That just seems so normal in the United States of America. Lump of unworth. Yo, trying hard to do my part. Been on Twitter all day. May have gotten an interview with a journalist I met on Twitter. Don't give up, friends. Yes, Twitter is where everything is happening. And this isn't just some sort of like, attempt to get more followers on Twitter. But get on Twitter. You don't even have to follow me, although I'd appreciate it if you did, at GrimmGreen over there on Twitter. That's 2 M's in Grimm, GrimmGreen. But get on Twitter. All you need to do is follow a few people. This is something we talk about in the podcast on Sunday. Just a few people. Follow like Kasa, follow Dimitri, follow Matt. Those 3 people will lead you down a rabbit hole of vape advocacy and vape awesomeness. You'll run into people like Charles Gardner. You'll run into everybody. It's fantastic. You just see people, you retweet things, you share information. This time, sharing information is just so critical. So get on Twitter and start fighting the good fight. Samuel Williams, one more from you. Everyone should watch the PragerU video on vaping after this. It's pretty good. I will definitely check that out. I think everybody should watch the Steven Crowder video that he uploaded today. I'm a follower of Steven Crowder. I don't always agree with everything that he says, but with vaping, he was spot on. Right on message. Perfectly executed, so well said. Steven Crowder, I would love to talk to Steven Crowder about what's going on right now, because Steven Crowder is a very right kind of guy. You know, if you're going to pigeonhole someone, he's a rightish guy, conservative guy, conservative, general Trump supporter. And even this was enough to make him go, wait, like take pause and go, this is messed up. We are setting a dangerous precedent right now. So appreciate that. Don't really know. I got really off track talking about Steven Crowder. Kenneth Brooks, very gracious of you. How can people make these decisions while literally ignoring and denying all science and facts? It baffles me. Love you, buddy. Bro fist. Yeah. Kenneth, you have just nailed down where 100% of our frustrations are coming from. We've read the science. We've read mountains of science. We've read mountains of studies. Even today, you have Public Health England reaffirming their stance on vapor products today because of what's going on in the United States. It's bananas. Happy vlog day, everyone. Mike, here to battle. Boosh. There's a fist bump for you, Mike. Eifer, I'm more than angry. My anxiety and depression is on overdrive. Yeah. My anxiety is on overdrive. It shocked me that the first thing I thought of when I woke up this morning was this. Your first thought in your morning can ruin your entire day. If you wake up and your first thought is, shit, my bank balance is overdrawn, or shit, my car registration's out of date, that will ruin your whole day. I like to wake up, I like to feel alive. I like to snuggle my wife. I love to have a good morning wake up. It's just so critical. And when the first thing you wake up and you think is Donald Trump and his flavor ban, it ruins your whole day. First thing I did, grab Twitter, just right on Twitter. Laying in bed, right on Twitter. Right into the action. Right into the action. Everybody's anxiety is on overdrive. That's why we're here. So hang on. Let's relax a little bit more. I'm going to read this one from the Vaping Australian. Sending my love to yourself, Pickle, and everyone else in the States. We can do this. I appreciate that support, the Vaping Australian. You know, Australia is in a little bit better shape right now than the United States is. Just a little. They still have their own struggles, their own issues going on with less harmful vapor products. But they're in a lot better space than we are. Okay, I'll read this last one from Josh. I'm going to try to calm down, brother. Thanks for all you do. Let's do another breathing exercise. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. God, doesn't it feel better? Have another sip of Liberty. Pinky's out because freedom of expression, because America. It's good. And I know a lot of people in the chat talking about Joe Rogan. You want to get me on the Joe Rogan podcast? Let's do the damn thing. I would love to get on the Joe Rogan podcast. I'm a fan of his podcast. I don't know that he would ever have an interest in having a D-list vape YouTuber on his podcast, but you never know. Here's the thing. If I went on Joe Rogan podcast, I would bring Danielle Jones with me. She's the only person I would want on that podcast with me. It would be me and Danielle. If I go on Joe Rogan, I'm bringing Danielle Jones with me. That's just how it's going to go. But shit, man, let's try. Let's try to get on Joe Rogan. Let's at least try to get his attention. Jay Hayes was on InfoWars today. Shout out to Jay Hayes. Shout out to Jay Hayes for his article in Digital Trends magazine they interviewed him for. Shout out to Jay Hayes for going on InfoWars today. Shout out to anybody that's doing anything. Anybody that's doing anything. Now let's relax. See, we got all worked up. Let's relax. It's 5 o'clock. It's time to just kick back and open some mail. Like I said, I think I have a Orchid V2 in here. And I know the Orchid V1 is a little bit of, there's some little bit of drama around that thing. You know, there was some leaky pods. There was some weird pods. You know, I saw it firsthand. I'm buddies with James, so I saw his stress firsthand and trying to deal with this and like conquer this. And then the Orchid V2 comes out and he's like, all the problems are fixed. Just V2 it. All the problems are fixed. So I'm excited to get to that. I'm excited to hell yeah. I'll bring Alex Jones. You want me to bring Alex? Bring Alex on Joe. Tremendous. So let's do the damn thing. And look, and I have a gift. There's a gift in here. There's an Amazon box in here that I didn't order, that Casey didn't order, that I believe is a gift. So what am I going to do? I'm not going to pass up a gift. I'm not going to pass up a gift on vlog day. Yeah. Sharpened my knife today. I got this knife on the vape tour in Denver, Colorado, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. It might have been Nevada. It's been one of my vape mail knives, and I sharpened it today. So now it's just... now it's sharp. Sharp and good. Oh, wait, this is from Hell Vape. This isn't anything that concerns you. This might be a prototype. This might be coil heads. This might be a lot of stuff. Oh no. Okay, so this is finally the Fat Rabbit. So I got a Fat Rabbit a while ago, and it was garbage. It just emptied itself all over my desk a few times, man. A few times. And so, I hit up Gene from Hell Vape, and I'm like, look, I need a dead rabbit that doesn't leak. Is that a thing? And she said, of course, they're not supposed to leak. So I got this. So hopefully we can get through, we can get a Fat Rabbit that doesn't leak. Because, shit, I want to try it. Why not? Why not? Oh, okay. Well, then here's a damn thing. Guess who this came from? Can you guess? It's subtle, but it's on there. If you look closely, it says Voopoo on this box. I'm assuming that this could be some sort of pod system. I'm guessing. I'm just, stab in the dark, right? It's a gamble to say that it's a pod system. No, apparently it's not. Oh, this is the Vinci. Okay, so this is the Vinci from Voopoo, and I got to try one of these. Every time your phone beeps, I think it's my phone, and I leave the video to check my phone, fix it. Look, I don't know why you're hearing my phone beeping. I don't know why you are. Are you? That could be. I apologize. I apologize for that, Dan. I got to try this at ECC, and it blew me away, like in a serious restricted lung kind of vaping sort of way. I like this. I'm excited about this Vinci. I'm really excited about this Vinci. Best of all, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boosh! Where's my Yo-Yo Cool Kids Club at? 3 of these are for you guys. I don't need 4. I need 1. One nation, under God, indivisible. That's such a huge indivisible. With liberty and justice for all. Do you feel like you're getting liberty right now? Do you feel like you're getting justice right now? That's what I'd like to know. Liberty and justice for all. Okay, get to that in a second. Let's get to this one. This one came from someone named John. John, I don't know. My P.O. Box place puts these big stickers over every address, so I can never really tell who it's from. What are you? Oh, this is for a retro vape. Wow, you have very nice handwriting. Nick, these are clean with a bit of VG on the threads, seals. Good luck getting your original K-Fun back. At any rate, enjoy. You have a very, very, very fancy John Hancock signature here. Looks like John. Hey, there you go. That's John. That's from John. Thank you, John. Is there actually a K-Fun in here? Oh, yes. That's right. I remember John hit me up. John hit me up and had a bunch of K-Fun and K-Fun parts, although I do believe this one is a clone. Doesn't matter. The clone's vaped really well. Look at that drip tip. How retro does that fucking drip tip look right there? You see that drip tip? That is a monster of a drip tip, bro. Anyway, thank you. I'm excited about this. I got some K-Funs. I got some K-Fun parts. K-Fun did solid stainless tanks as well. It looks like a Big Kennedy or something. Big Kennedy as well. This could be the 528 version of it. Yeah, it's the 528 version of it. Dang. I'm stoked. I got a bunch of K-Fun parts here. It's a bunch of K-Fun bases, a bunch of K-Fun tanks, a bunch of K-Fun chimneys. It's one of my favorite things is just fiddling around. Love K-Funs. Love vaping a K-Fun. Got this in here. There's even another tank in there. Awesome. John, seriously, thank you. Thank you. Thank you too much. I am undeserving of this, but thank you. Thank you for the K-Fun stuffs. Thank you for the K-Fun stuffs. Now this one, we'll see. It could either be something awesome, right? Look, I would go on the Joe Rogan podcast with Matt Cully and Jay Hayes, although I don't think 3 people would really, I mean, it's usually like 1 or 2 people, maybe 3. If we can get 3, let's make it Matt, me, and Jay Hayes. Look, I don't need to go on the Joe Rogan podcast. There are lots of knowledgeable vapors out there. As much as I would love to go on the Joe Rogan podcast, I don't have to. Jay Hayes could go on the Joe Rogan podcast. Matt could go on the Joe Rogan podcast. Danielle could go on the Joe Rogan podcast. Like, Stefan could go on the Joe Rogan podcast. Greg Connolly could go on the Joe Rogan podcast. And they would all be just as knowledgeable. Just as knowledgeable. What? 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 This isn't... I don't know who this is from. Oh, Yo-Yo Grimm. I had these when I was a kid, but completely forgot about them until you mentioned it in a vlog. I hope you get these for the next vlog. Much love to you, Pickles, and Papa Green. Oh, Shadow Link. Damn it, Shadow Link. Oh, you sneaky mother. Shadow Link Vapor, thank you very much, bro. These are... This happens to be just my favorite candy in the whole universe. We're talking about Sun-Kissed Fruit Gems. And Sun-Kissed Fruit Gems... Wait. Before I tear into this, I'm going to make sure it's like a resealable package. Now, Sun-Kissed Fruit Gems, they used to have a white one that's not in here anymore. Maybe it's... Oh, here it is. No, maybe it's green now. Oh, grapefruit. I need to find the grapefruit one. I have to... Let me use the color chart here. Is this orange or grapefruit? Orange and grapefruit are literally the same color. I'm not even joking. Sun-Kissed, could you make this any more difficult for me? Orange, grapefruit. Orange, grapefruit. What do you think? On the color spectrum, is this closer to orange or closer to grapefruit? I'm leaning towards orange. I think this is orange. Unless that's orange. Are they all orange? I need to try one of these side by side with that liquid because I believe it's like the same exact flavor. That's a grapefruit. Nope, that's a raspberry. Well, then what's the red? No, that's raspberry. Okay, this is grapefruit. I found a grapefruit one. Okay, so last week I just wouldn't shut up about the Sun-Kissed Fruit Gems, and now, thank you, Shadow Link Vapor. Good Lord. I haven't had these in so long. This is it. Let me prep the vape. We're about to do a candy vape pairing right now. You know why? Because I'm a 42-year-old adult that likes flavors. And has also not smoked a cigarette in over a decade, thanks to less harmful flavored vapor products. So here we go. Grapefruit with prickly smooth. This is legendary. This is a YouTube moment of history right now. Oh my God. My head's exploding. It's the same. It's the same flavor. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's the flavor. You want me to chew into the microphone? You want this to turn this into like an ASMR thing? No, that's gross. Ugh, that's gross. All right, well, shit, man. Shadow Link Vapor, thank you. That was awesome. Thank you for those. Look at this. That is enough shed time snacks to last me at least 2 days. At least 2 days. Okay, so what? Oh, look at that. That was in the mail tub. I must have been vaping this in the car when I went to go check my mail. Delicious. You know what that tastes like? Tastes like Sweet Tarts candy. You know why? Because I'm a 42-year-old adult that likes flavors. Now, lastly, I believe this to be... the Orchid V2. Yeah, shed snacks. Shed snacks. Shed snacks frames. Shed snacks, Dan Mansfield. Oh, ooh. Oh, look at that. Yep. Orchid V2. Orchid V2. I don't know what any of these designs are. Orchid black, Jazzy White, or Baby Black? Orchid Black, Baby Black, or Jazzy White? Orchid Black, Baby Black, right? Baby Black. Let's see what the Baby Black's like. Wait. Am I even allowed as an adult to eat candy? Should I be allowed to be enjoying these? I don't know. Maybe we should get rid of flavored candy so we can get the diabetes and obesity down in the country.
Oh, sugar's not good. I think we could agree it's not great. It's not wonderful.
That's what he said.
It's not wonderful. I think we can all agree. It's not wonderful.
Damn, that raspberry was good. Oh, this is the Gucci one. That's the Gucci-ish one. So far right out of the gate, everything looks the same. But that doesn't mean it is the same. USB cable. Here's the pod. I kind of want to just get this up and vaping right now. This is the last vape mail package. I'm going to throw this away. Kind of want to get this going. And then what we're going to do, I got 10 minutes left. Do you think in 10 minutes I can do an orchid setup, a retro vaping, and a random liquid tasting? Is that what you're asking me to do? Do you think I can do it? 1 for yes, 2 for no, go. I think I can do it. I think I can accomplish this. I'm going to put that same Sweet Tarts liquid into this orchid. Here we go. We're doing it fast. Wait. Shh. Oh, wait. Okay. No. I'm going to put some liquid down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Just going to prime up that coil head just a little bit. I don't know if that's what I need to do, but that's what I did on the orchid, and it seemed to work okay. Let's open up this airflow. Let's put this drop top on. Let's do this. Let's fill up this tank. I only got 10 minutes. Here we go. Oh yeah, super easy to fill. I've always liked filling the orchid. It's super easy. I know. Thank you guys for believing in me, man. I think I can do this. I know I can do this. And look, even if we go a little bit past 5:30, that's okay. That's just fine. My special guest, if he's available, it won't be till about 5:45. So let's just keep going right now. Orchid V2. Here we go. We're vaping you. That's just because I overdripped. Okay. Here we go. Pod goes on. Boosh. Just like that. 14 watts. Nope. 15, 6 to... This is... Okay, this is a little bit lungy. It's a little bit lungy. So let's just... 0.8, 20 watts? How's that sound? Oh, dang. I even like the orchid as a mouth to lung. See, that's what I've always really enjoyed about the orchid is even with the full airflow, full open, I can do a restricted lung and I can still even kind of do like a pretty nice, albeit a little bit more open, airy, but I can still do a nice mouth to lung with this. I got some 6 milligram DIY in here. It ended up tasting like Sweet Tarts. Don't even remember what was in it. It was like 4 or 5 different things. I just eyeballed it, dripped some stuff in there, and it turned out like Sweet Tarts, so I'm just going with it. Michelle Lynn Bass, I think that is, I still call you Michelle Lynn Bass, and I will always call you Michelle Lynn Bass because you're a fellow bass player. Michelle Lynn Bass, my Trump impression, your Bernie Sanders impression. Let's debate. Damn. All right. Can we get Joe Rogan to moderate the debate? I'm in. We can all have shed time. Me and you and Joe. We can all have shed time. Me and you and Joe. Me and you and Joe. We can all have shed time. Well, shit. All right. I'm kind of digging this little orchid guy. It's pretty good. It's not actual IP theft. I mean, it's kind of, but it's just Gucci. It's not, remember when your camera won't focus? Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Good, bad? I don't really care. It's not Gucci. It's the O's from Orchid. They just look Gucci-ish, I guess. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. Dang. And I can kind of do a little bit of a mouth to lung with it too. as I've said many times. All right, well, that's the Orchid. Here we go. Woo! We are clipping along. Look at this. That's some early rage sweat happening right there. That's some early rage sweat happening right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, we're going to run both of these bumpers back to back because it is a combination liquid tasting retro vaping. Go. And go again. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I don't exactly have a liquid picked out, you see, so give me 1 second. This is, I was scrambling there at the end to, get this vlog together, just because, well, obviously, because of everything going on. Should we try the cherry from last week? I feel like we should try the cherry from last week. We should try the cherry. I'm going to grab it. Grab it. Oh, shit. Where is it? Aha! All right. We got some cherry. Smash. This was from last week. This is the one that was voted off of the island, apparently. I gave it a little bit of a knuckle test last week just because I'm so fascinated by the idea of a cherry e-liquid that might actually taste good. Because I'm a 42-year-old man that enjoys flavors. Gave it a knuckle test last week. It's cherry, man. It tastes like cherry. And cherry e-liquid is one of my earliest memories in the vape industry. Back when GrimmGreen was just, nothing. Just like 10 subscribers. I got nothing. I'm just out there and I'm making a bunch of videos, and I got invited to be on the Vaporcast, which was a podcast that was in the industry at that time, and they used to do liquid tastings. Yes, thank you, Dan Mansfield. Just don't smash it. Don't smash the like button. We're not inciting violence here. We're just massaging the like button. Just a little boop, just like that. Right on the like button. Just hi. Let me like you. Boosh. There you go. So one of my earliest memories, we're going to get to the super chat right after this, I promise. One of my earliest memories in vaping is Vaporcast. And they used to do e-liquid tastings. Oh, God. Oh. They used to do e-liquid tastings on, oh, man, it's not wicked. I got to wick it. I can't believe this. They used to do e-liquid tastings on their podcast. Every week, they would taste 3 or 4 e-liquids. And when I was on the podcast, they shipped me the liquids to taste. So I got these little 10 ml bottles of liquid. And one of them was a menthol eucalyptus flavor, I believe. One of them was a coffee-ish flavor. And then one of them was from, does anybody remember Wicked e-liquid? Wicked e-liquid is still around in the UK, I believe. Is Wicked e-liquid still around in the UK? I got 3 minutes, Grim. Damn. All right. Well, thank you for that. We're going over. We might not start the Angry News and Advocacy exactly at 5:30. We might start it just a little bit later. I'm going to have to take my glasses off and be a Russian terrorist for just a little bit. Oh, it's my tweezers. My tweezers are broken. They're not tweezing properly. I was wondering why I couldn't grab this cotton. It was the tweezers. Your tweezers ever get misaligned? Whenever I'm being real difficult with my tweezers, it's inevitable that they're misaligned and I can't grab anything with it. And because I have bad vision, I can't exactly see close. I don't know. Really, I'm just talking right now just so there's not dead air. So I'm just re-wicking. I'm just going to be quiet now and do this. Shh. Everybody say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Pledging allegiance to a flag. That is a big deal. And all my tools are gone. Where did I put my tools? My desk got too small recently, so I had to move my tools elsewhere, and it's a little bit obnoxious. It's all right. We're getting this wicked up. Of course, I'm wicking the retro vape, which, look, I think this has been a retro vape like this year already, and I apologize, but it's one of those things that I keep coming back to. I always want to check in on this little RDA. And today, this is the Tactical Warhead Rda. Anybody remember the Tactical Warhead Rda from Continuous Current? Continuous Current was a offshoot of AV Life, AmeriVape Avid Life, when that was all going on. This is all old vape drama that definitely doesn't matter anymore. I'm not really sure it mattered at the time either, but AmeriVape, AV Life, they had the Manhattan. Then one of the dudes apparently broke off and started Continuous Current. Continuous Current. Joey Jux got a hold of Continuous Current, turned it into Duvo. So when we see Duvo mods, that's Joey, that's Continuous Current. And that's what I got today. I got the Tactical Warhead Rda. I have very, very fond memories of this Rda as well, sitting on top of that Michelle Lynn #1 Dull Dime Curated plastic bandage tin mod. Let's do some cherry smash. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Just going to saturate these liquid, this coil and this cotton here. I have a very fond memory of this RDA because there was a few trips. There was one trip in particular where when Casey and I were very, very early on in our relationship, we went to Las Vegas a few times, and we always had a great time there. And one time I brought this with the Continuous Current mech. It was like the Manhattan V2, I believe, with the Tactical Warhead on top. Yig was on the inside, and that's all I vaped the entire time at in Las Vegas. Boosh clouds. This is just a round wire build now. Everybody keep in mind, this is just a round wire build. This is essentially 22 gauge anarchist wire, like a 6 wrap on a 3mm, so it came out pretty low. This is like floating around that 0.12, 0.11 range, but we got it on a dual parallel box. Just 2 big airflow holes. Very much like that Armageddon manufacturing RDA, the Armageddon or the Apocalypse 25 that I was talking about. When was that? I don't know. Sometime this week. Just big 5mm airflow holes. And it's perfect. It is perfection. Am I already 2 minutes over? It's all right. It's all right. Look, it's okay. It's my vlog, Stormtrooper 137. I can be behind if I want to. Airflow, 2 5mm airflow holes seems to be like my perfection airflow. But in combination with the Tactical Warhead on top of the Michelle Lynn Dull Dime Curated Plastic Bandages Box Mod tin, Cherry Smash, I'm going to have a toot. Let's see how it goes. Okay. I know I don't really have the time to do this right now, but I need to sit with this liquid for just 1 hot minute. So the first thing I'm going to do is this. Don't be alarmed. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. It does taste like cherry, man. It tastes like cherry. I don't know how, but it tastes like cherry. It doesn't taste like the cherry that you're thinking of, though. It doesn't taste like a sweet maraschino cherry. It doesn't taste like a candied cherry. I can say categorically it has no cough drop, cough syrup flavor. And that's what I was really, really worried about, was that cough syrup, cough drop flavor. Cheers. Have some liberty with me. I'm not getting any tussin, Mowgli. Not getting no tussin from this. It's not just cherry. I know. Smoke alarm in. Let me take it easy. I get no tussin from this. I get no cough drop, no cough syrup. It tastes to me like it's obviously not just cherry. There's like some other berry elements in here. It's like a red raspberry cherry sort of situation going on in there. What I'm getting from it is like a cherry Slurpee. That's what it tastes like to me. Tastes like a cherry Slurpee. Like you just poured a Slurpee and then now you're vaping it somehow. Slurpee vape. Wow. It really does taste like cherry. It does taste like cherry. It tastes like a cherry sort of raspberry kind of thing going on here. And like I said, I'll just say this again. I got no tussin from it, no cough syrup, no cough drops, no nothing like that. Oh, I didn't throw it to the gym cam. I have a gym when I do gym takes, like from the office when I go like this. That's my gym cam. That's my gym take. Ready? Say something shocking, and I'll just go. It's good. Okay. It's cherry. I need to stop vaping, but it is cherry. It's cherry to the bone. I've never had a cherry like this. If you are remotely interested in like a cherry flavor, this is the most accurate cherry vape that I think I've ever had. I'll give it to Yosh. Cherry Smash kind of just surprised the crap out of me. And as far as the tactical warhead goes, look, it's a little flavor banger. 5mm airflow holes. It's a triple post deck. I have two Anarchist 6-wrap 3mm coils in here that literally date back years. I haven't rebuilt this in years. This is the same build in here that I took with me to Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's vaping exactly as I remember it. Smooth, swooshy, warm, flavorful. This was just one of those kind of sleeper RDAs that I think was really, really underrated RDA, in my opinion. Continuous current, tactical warhead. If you can track one down, just boost. Just buy it. Just buy it and throw some 22 gauge in there. You'll thank me later. All right. Dang, Cherry. All right, Cherry. Well, there you go. So what I'm going to do right now is I think we're going to do the how long can I string you guys along? I think we're going to let's do the rest of these. That's all you get, just a taste. All right, let's get back into these super chats right here. I think I left off with Josh here, so we're going to jump into Matt Sinister. One nation of liberty and justice for all. There is no God, and apparently there is no freedom in America. Hashtag vaping saves lives. Hashtag adults like flavors. Hashtag ban kids. You know, that's the most logical argument I've heard. All of this is because of children. Let's ban children. Think about it. Without kids, what? No underage drinking. Wouldn't be a thing. No underage smoking. No underage texting while driving. No underage, weed smoking. It's all because of the kids. Here's how we nip this problem in the bud. We ban kids. Appreciate it. GP for you tonight. Very gracious of you. You think OJ will take another stab at marriage again? Ifer, very gracious of you. Nick, make this video downloadable. I will definitely do my best. Goonie Goo Goo, very gracious of you. Will they ban flavored liquor and beer? How about flavored chewing tobacco and cigars? No, they're not. They're not at all. Menthol cigarettes will still be available to purchase in the United States. You just can't have a mint vapor product, which if you're a vapor and you've read the science, that makes you want to pull your hair out of your head in a very serious way. Menthol cigarettes are still for sale. Still for sale. They will be for sale after the flavor ban because tobacco products are grandfathered in. FDA can't do anything about tobacco. Even if they wanted to, they legally could not ban cigarettes or menthol cigarettes nationwide. That's crazy to me. In fact, in Michigan, I was talking to Mr. Oh My Lanta right there, Dan Mansfield, Michigan. And if you remember correctly, a few months ago, I did a vlog talking about how Michigan separated tobacco and vapor products. And I was kind of really excited about this. I thought this is a great idea. Absolutely. Let's separate vapor products from tobacco products so future tobacco taxes don't fall onto vapor products. I think this is a great idea. I was kind of celebrating Michigan a little bit for taking that first step and being the first state to separate vapor products and tobacco products. I thought that's just fantastic. This is a great idea. This is a great idea. And then Dan Mansfield lets me in on a little secret that the flavor ban in Michigan is only for vapor products, which means you'll still be able to get flavored tobacco products in Michigan. You know, you love those grape flavored swishers? Yeah, they'll still be for sale. Vapor products will be banned, but grape swishers will still be for sale. You can still get mint and wintergreen and spearmint snus. You could still get all of that. You can get chewing tobacco in flavors. You can get actual tobacco in flavors, just not vapor products. That's what's happening in Michigan. That's insane to me. That's insane to me that they're doing that. Crazy. So the answer to their question is never. They're never going to ban flavored liquor. They're never going to ban flavored beer. We'll be able to drink grapefruit guava IPAs till the cows come home. But instead of addressing the real issue of the real killer of humans, that is tobacco cigarettes, we'll let those have flavors. Keep menthol cigarettes. Definitely keep menthol cigarettes, but ban menthol vapor products. If that sentence alone isn't enough to rage you into action, I don't know what would. Armand Lopes Rossell, very gracious of you. Thank you for what you do. I just opened a vape shop in Catalonia, Europe. I hope we don't get flavor bans here. Here's the thing. You probably won't. I'm just guessing. Stab in the dark. You won't get a flavor ban there. You probably just won't. Just guessing. Because it's not the United States of America. See, right now, the United States of America, as far as like tobacco control and harm reduction, we're on about the same level as China. We're on about the same level as India. Those are the two countries that we are closest to right now with tobacco control. Other more advanced countries like the United Kingdom, New Zealand, Tokyo, Japan, they're all embracing vaping as a form of tobacco harm reduction. They're all still encouraging their citizens to pick up a vape as soon as possible. If you are a smoker, switch to vaping as soon as possible. They reiterated it today on Twitter in light of everything that's going on in the United States. Public Health England, Royal College of Physicians on Twitter today, reaffirming their stance on vapor products. It feels like the people in the United States, like the majority proletariat of the United States, is only reading like United States mainstream news. It's like No one even pays attention to the BBC. No one pays attention to anything that's happening outside our little bubble of chaos that's in the United States right now. They're opening vape shops in hospitals in the United Kingdom. Vape shops in hospitals in the United Kingdom. Rage sweat. Rage sweat is happening right now, and we haven't even really jumped into this. Eifer, there ain't no kid gloves here. That's right, there ain't no kid gloves here. Blood Rage Engage. Blood Rage Engage. I had a great time meeting you at ECC. I'm an adult. I hate menthol. Long live Greg. There you go. An adult that hates menthol. I agree. Matt Sinister, I called the White House. WH is short for White House. I called the White House 4 times and there was a busy signal. Don't stop. Keep trying. There's 2 numbers going around. I've heard that people have been getting hung up on at the White House, which is bananas to me. That should never happen. Antonio, very gracious of you. Beer 30 as I'm closing up my outlaw vape shop. Well, beer 30 to you as well. Here you go. Cheers, Antonio. Cheers. Big Rig, I'm about to open my first White Claw. There you go. Flavored spiked seltzer. What could go wrong? Can't wait till the kids learn about that stuff. Bradley Chase, I want to hear more Donald Trump impressions. Now, the mood just has to strike me right, I guess, to do my Trump impression. Johnny Drips, with the war we're up against, as tense as it's been the past 2 days, make me proud to be a vapor. Yes. I'm sorry I read that so oddly. Keep up the good fight. Call the White House. Tweet Trump. Tweet the White House. Share positivity on social media. Yeah, this battle that we have been fighting with the federal government for literally years, is far. It's far from over. It's far from over. We're getting into a little bit of the details right now, but I appreciate that, Johnny Drips. Kaylee, I know your name's not Kaylee. What's your name, Kaylee? What's your name, Kaylee? Katie? It's something else. It's not Kaylee, but I'm going to call you Kaylee for now because that's what I read on the screen. I apologize. Can you give this to anyone who needs to pay for minutes to make the White House call? No excuses. Can you give this to anyone who needs to pay for minutes to make the White House call? No excuses. Yeah, I'll give you your $10. I'll give you your $10 to anybody that needs to pay. No excuses. You're right. No excuses. In fact, I didn't know if I mentioned this before. All the super chat tonight's going to, it's going over there to CASA. I just want them to have some more money. Okay, let's, super chat's got all wacky, and I got to get through these before we go on. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of, super chats. Ban taxes. I would love to, Chris Kennedy. J-Dub Vapes. I'm at the airport headed to DC. I'm marching. Here's the thing. Look, I don't want to spoil this. We want to plan a march, right? But we want to do it right. And the first rule of any march that happens, and I just want you to know this, that the first rule of any march that happens, and this is set in stone, it is rigid and unflinching. No clouds. No vaping. No vaping, no clouds. If and when we actually do march, we cannot be just a bunch of douche nozzles blowing clouds all over Washington, D.C. We just can't. And look, as cool as that would be, which I think it would be super cool, it's just not the way to go. Yo, this is important stuff. We have strength in numbers. Boosh on, brother. I will blood rage engage. JJ, thank you, Grimm, for being a huge voice in your community. Thank you very much. It's what I do. It's what I do. It's all I know how to do at this point. J-Dub Vapes, I'm marching for all. We are making a difference. We are making a difference. We will make a difference. RoboCop hacks. Shout out from New Jersey. Thank you for advocating for us and everything you do. Definitely should organize a rally soon. Check out my tweet. 123boy777. There you go. I feel like I missed some of these super chats in here, but no, let's just keep going. Rage and Vapor, very gracious of you. I want to thank you for everything that you do and all the other advocates are doing for this community. I also hope your family and dad are doing well. Don't always get a chance to catch the streams. Well, welcome, Raging Vapor. Welcome to the party, pal. We're doing good. Family's doing good. I very much appreciate that. Jeannie, I said your name correct this time. Jeannie Sims, my anxiety and depression went into hyperdrive with all that is going on, and not just with vaping, but every damn thing. It makes me want to give up. It does make you want to give up, and we can't. We can't. Dude, I can't even express to you, Jeannie, how I am just burnt out. I am burnt out. And you know what? You can't stop. You can't stop. If you're burnt out, you power through. You keep fighting the good fight. You still get on Twitter. You still tweet at Donald Trump. You still tweet at the White House. You still tweet at FDA. You still tweet at everybody. You still tweet at Ned Sharpless, acting head of the FDA. But yes, it does make you want to give up, but I cannot stress this enough. Please, none of us give up, and please, none of us overreact. There are millions of vapors worldwide. Why is no one in the media questioning how only Americans are getting sick from vaping? Lies. It's a real big coincidence, isn't it, that Americans, a handful of Americans out of millions and millions of vapors worldwide, and that sickness just happened to coincidentally happen shortly before the FDA wants to ban flavors, and shortly before Trump says things like, well, they're not wonderful. We know they're not wonderful. Before shit like that, millions of vapors worldwide. Millions. Millions with an M. Soon to be billions with a B. Light01, very gracious of you. What happens in the States reverberates throughout the world. Solidarity from Australia. Appreciate that, Light. Jay Hayes, holy shit, very gracious of you, bro. I'm glad to see you here. We can be a list together, brother. We will be a list together. Jay Hayes, I'm not 100% sure what that means. If I'm being real honest with you, it could be the beer talking. We can be a list together. We can be a list together. F the haters, Jay Hayes. I really appreciate that, by the way. My heart goes out to you, Jay Hayes. I know you got a shop. My heart goes out to the shop owners and shop employees of the United States of America. For them, there is no liberty. For them, there is no justice. And it's supposed to be liberty and justice for all. That includes vape shop owners, and that includes adults that like flavors. Cooking with Kirby. Very gracious of you. Grim, does the flavor ban completely cover DIY? 10 years of watching FDA trying to ban vaping getting pretty old. I am strongly about not selling to minors, but this is ridiculous. It is. It's overreach. It's government overreach. It's overregulation. It's awful. That's the only word I keep coming back to. This is awful. As far as DIY, I don't know. I wish I had more information for you. I don't have any information for you on what's going to happen with DIY. There's, like Matt was talking about his stream on Tuesday. What day was that? Tuesday, Wednesday? Was that yesterday? Did this all happen yesterday? God damn, this was yesterday that all this happened. Yeah, Matt was talking about on his stream, Liquid Barn. And, Liquid Barn's out there, and they do DIY kind of stuff. You can buy bottles of just PGVG and nicotine, unflavored, which should theoretically not fall under this ban. And then you can also buy flavor shots to add to that e-liquid so that your e-liquid tastes pleasant and makes your vaping experience that much more pleasant. That could be a way to go. DIY could be a way to go. I have no idea. I don't know if they're going to go after intended use, the idea that a vape shop couldn't sell base liquid and also flavor liquids. Like that could be a thing that's not really a real reality. It might not be a loophole. And and honestly, yeah, exactly. Like Ruby Roo said in the chat, DIY is not where we need to go as an industry. DIY is fine for us. DIY is fine for you and for me and for fun hobbyist vapors. But I'm thinking about someone like my uncle who's in his 60s, who wants to quit smoking, who's, why should he have to jump through all of these hoops just to have a satisfying vape? Why does the government want to keep him smoking cigarettes? Why do they want to make far, far less harmful vapor products so inaccessible to smokers? These are just questions that I keep asking myself day over day. oh, well, at least we have DIY. That doesn't help anything. That helps some vapors that know how to DIY. It's unreasonable to ask Aunt Petunia, who's in her 60s, oh, you want to quit smoking? Oh, you'd like to try vaping? Okay, well, here's how you do it. You're going to have to mix your own liquids in your house, and be careful because nicotine is poisonous. So you're going to want to put on like gloves and stuff like this, maybe even a smock of some sort, because you're dealing with nicotine. And all the government has done, and I'm going to keep using if until it happens, but if and when this flavor ban happens, all that the government is accomplishing is taking liquid bottles that are normally sealed with ingredients and warnings that are created in a pharmaceutical grade ISO laboratory environment. They're getting rid of that and putting that process now in the hands of the consumer. So all they're really, I think, going to accomplish with this is a bigger black market. They're trying, and trust me, the irony is not lost on me that they're trying to stop a black market problem by creating a bigger black market. I mean, if that's not head in the sand, run from the science, knee-jerk reaction legislation, then I don't know what is. And they're making that correlation, you guys. They're making that correlation between these illicit black market THC products with vitamin E acetate in them, and they're loosely, right now it's going to get a lot more firm as time goes on. They're loosely associating these awful lung injuries and deaths. It is horrifically sad. My heart goes out to the parents of these poor dead children. Just know that the government is doing nothing to help your situation and doing everything to keep people smoking. Keep people smoking. MSA. Michigan received $1.2 billion with a B from the MSA. And that MSA number is tied directly to the amount of cigarettes sold in that state. How is this not just transparent to everybody that's seeing it? It makes me insane. We might not get to advocacy. We're kind of going through advocacy right now. We might not get to our special guest. Let's see if he has hit me up or not. Danielle, thank you. Ruby Roo, thank you. Nope, didn't see it. Okay, that's fine. You know what? If my guest doesn't hit me up, then that's okay, because we'll just keep going right now as it is. So to answer your question, I don't know if it covers DIY, but DIY is not the solution to this problem. This is bigger than vaping right now. This is bigger than e-cigs. This is bigger than tobacco harm reduction. This is literally a freedom issue. This is a liberty issue. If you can pick up a pack of cigarettes and slowly kill yourself, that is your right as a free American. You should be allowed completely unquestionably to grab a pack of cigarettes, start smoking, and kill yourself. That's the kind of freedom you should have in the United States. And I think that if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to pack up a pack of cigarettes and you don't want to kill yourself with emphysema, COPD, lung cancer, blindness, I mean, the list goes on and on. The known killer. If you don't want to do that and you want to have maybe a little bit of nicotine, just 3 milligrams, no big deal, just a little bit of nicotine with a little bit of nice cherry flavor in order to keep me away from lung cancer causing, COPD causing, emphysema causing, blindness causing, heart disease causing cigarettes, I, as a free American, should be allowed to do that. Vinyl and vapor, you're 100% correct. This is a freedom issue. This is bigger than vaping now. And I kind of think that the rest of the United States is seeing that. Like I said, I've seen people coming out of the woodwork on Twitter, lots of blue check marks on Twitter of popular celebrity level people coming out about how ridiculous this ban is. There are closeted, and I'm not using that term to be whatever, disingenuous to the LGBT. Everybody is welcome here. But closeted vapors, people that use their jewel and are ashamed of it. These people exist, and they're coming out of the woodwork on Twitter. I wasn't talking with. I tweeted at the producer of the Ellen DeGeneres show because he posted a tweet saying something very similar. Like, I have my Juul. It keeps me off cigarettes. Yes, I'm a little bit ashamed of it, but this is ridiculous. And cigarettes would have killed me. And in the meantime, I'm glad I have a less harmful alternative, right? And so I tweeted at him and I said, you should not be ashamed of your Juul. You did something difficult. You did something that 400,000 people in the United States are not going to be able to do. And that's going to be made even harder now with this new anti-flavor, conflating nicotine products with THC products. It's crazy to me that more people can't see through this. And I don't know how to end that. It's crazy to me that more people can't see through this. Ifer, very gracious of you. A one nation under a motherfucking groove. All right. I'm on board for a mother effing groove. Mowgli Vapes, justice is lost, justice is raped, justice is gone. Pulling your strings, justice is done. Seeking no truth, winning is all. Find it so. Thank you. Thank you, James Hetfield. Thank you, James Hetfield. Justice is lost, justice is raped, justice is gone. Bradley Chase, very gracious of you. Wait, Nick, are you saying you like flavors? I know. It's crazy. It's crazy that I'm a 42-year-old adult, that I have a bag of candy on my desk right now that I'm actively consuming and enjoying. Yeah, even the yellow ones. And it's crazy that I have a pineapple guava beer in front of me. 42-year-old adult, why would I enjoy pineapple or guava in a beer? I don't know, because it's delicious. And on top of that, I got some cherry smash here that I'm just going to vape while eating candy. It's like a flavor explosion in my mouth. I don't know. I guess adults do like flavors. Michelle Lynn, yeah, we'll debate. That's right. We'll get Frames Janklin to moderate our debate. Is Grimm really flexing a Yeah, I am. Did you see that? Did you see that knife? You like that knife? Boom. I love this knife. That's a badass knife. You can't tell me that that's a badass knife. That is a badass knife. I went through a little bit of a knife phase in my life where, I don't know, I was really into like knives and I just thought they were really cool. And I had like a daily carry like knife that I used to carry with me all the time because I'm just like, yeah, you never know when you're going to fucking need a knife. I was like knife guy. I was the knife guy. There's always knife guys. Knife guys are generally annoying, though. They always flip it out, like, at any moment. Like, did you need this? You need a knife? You never know when you're going to need a knife. It's like, bro, just put your knife away, okay? We get it. You carry around a knife. Real cool, man. Real cool. Jessica Jones, very gracious of you. I just want to say I effing love you in this community, man. I'm a 32-year-old woman, and I love the hell out of Skittles and Blue Raspberry Vapes. You see, Ruby Roo, Team Blue Raspberry for the win. Absolutely. Ifer, my bad. I already slapped the crap out of it. Okay, that's fine. Are you talking about the like button? Because if you're here right now, I would love it if you just massage that like button just a little bit. David Moore Jr., very gracious of you. Just became a patron. Well, shit, welcome. Let me be the first to say yo-yoy to you. I'll get you added to the Instagram as soon as I possibly can. Mike Green, very gracious of you. Very cool name. You didn't say anything, but I'm going to give you a shout out anyway. Sean, caress that like button. Caress it down. Yo-yoy. Oh, gosh. Now, see, this got away from me. Sean Mabel, yo-yoy. Thanks for M-Turk's vid. Same as him. Flavors are imperative. I need to vape flavors to help me hang tight. We can eat candy, too, so fuck them. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, M-Turk's video, I just loved it so much because M-Turk is one of those just honest, genuine, good dudes. He just gives a shit and he's honest and genuine and I love it. And seeing him talk about how vaping helped him as like an ex-drug addict, I mean, that's a huge thing. That's a huge thing. I mean, vaping is so much more than quitting cigarettes. Vaping's going to change the world. Vaping is going to change the world if we let it. it's going to change the world, and I think it's just going to change the world. I don't even know what else to say about that, but thank you. Yeah, huge shout out to M Turk. He killed it. I love it. I love that video. Watching from my locally owned vape shop and vaping some berry butter cake e-liquid because you too enjoy flavors. Do you, Jeremiah? Well, you might want to talk to old Donald Trump about that because I don't know if you heard, there's some shit going down. Sorry, I'm trying not to use too many obscenities, but it's hard. It's difficult. That's what she said. Tom, very gracious of you. Trump is... Am I getting notifications? Oh, no, those are Skype notifications. Damn it. Trump is going to shit a brick when Melina tells him how bad cigarettes are for people.
They're not wonderful. You know, they're not wonderful.
Poon Sauce, very gracious of you. We cannot stop fighting. We will not stop fighting. Vaping saves lives. Hashtag adults like flavors too. Yeah, we can't. We cannot stop fighting. And, you know, there's these pessimistic people that I see on the internet, and I get it. It's real easy to be overwhelmed right now. It's real easy to feel like your voice doesn't matter, your vote doesn't matter, but nothing could be further from the truth. We have everybody burps. We have 13 million vapors in the United States right now. That can make a spectacular difference on the world stage. This is an international thing now. Other countries are looking at the United States right now. Eyes are on us because of our FDA, because of Donald Trump, because of them wanting to ban a far less harmful alternative to cigarettes, yet keep cigarettes and menthol cigarettes still legal, still allowed for sale. Absolutely. Smoke up, bud. Smoke up. It's unreal. It's unreal to me. We can never stop fighting. And you get these pessimistic people, and I'm sick and tired of it. If you badmouth CASA, just go away. Just fuck right off. Don't badmouth CASA, and don't say, we can't do anything. Man, we can't do anything. We might as well just give up because they're going to do whatever they want anyway. They're going to do it, and we just might even... It's like, okay, well, get out of the way then and let those of us that care about it actually care about it. Like you non-contributing zero, just go away. Stop being a pessimist. If that's your attitude, bro, then we're not going to do anything. But that's not our attitude. We're fighters. We're fighters. Poon Sauce McNasty, I am right there with you. I'm in the trench. I'm right next to you. Let's go to battle. Let's go to battle, Joe. Let's do it. Pixel Demon, very gracious of you. Here's a heavy load of solidarity from Germany. Keep on vaping. Don't stop fighting. We are the good ones. Yeah, Germany. Germany's another country that's doing it right. Embracing vaping, form of tobacco harm reduction. Vaping in Germany right now, huge. Huge. Smokers dropping by the thousands. Just smoking rates low. Smoking rates gone. Vaping Australian, very good. I woke up to the news yesterday and it killed me. I was upset all day, but this is the time to fight. This affects the world, not just the U.S. Boosh. How can I not fist bump that comment? Thank you, Vaping Australian. Got another one here from Matt Sinister. What about the children? We have to be there for the children. We have to save the children. You know what I say? F the children. George Carlin. Yeah, George Carlin said that. You know, and... someone said this to me one time, and it just really stuck with me like my entire life. I don't remember who said this to me. Was it Ruby Roo? Who said this to me? We were talking about facts and how tobacco harm reduction advocates, or vape terrorists, as we're called now on Twitter, tobacco harm reduction advocates, we fight with science. Like we fight with facts. We have facts, we have mountains of science, we have mountains of studies on our side. That's what we fight with. When someone challenges us on Twitter, when someone challenges on me on Twitter, I'm like, okay, well, here's what the New England Journal of Medicine said about vaping. You see that big part right there where it says twice as effective as any NRT currently on the market? That's not coming from me. That's the New England Journal of Medicine. Argue with them. When you don't have any arguments left, you argue with emotion. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. They are playing on your emotions because of children, because you'd have to be some sort of monster to not care about children, right? I care about you. We all care about children. Nobody's saying we don't care about children. Here's what I'm saying is when I was 13 years old, not only was I smoking tobacco cigarettes, I was smoking marijuana cigarettes as well. Drinking underage, I did all of it at 13 years old. All of it. All of it. And this isn't like kids will be kids, but seriously, dude, kids will be kids. They're going to get into shit. They're going to cause trouble. I started fires when I was young. Didn't ban fires. Ban fires. Kids are going to experiment. The thing is, they're experimenting less now. And according to the 2019 National Youth Tobacco Survey, which isn't released yet, even though the FDA is putting out graphs from it, from preliminary data from the 2018 National Youth Tobacco Survey, 2019 National Youth Tobacco Survey, smoking is at the lowest rate it has ever been in the history of time for both adults and youths. Right now, September 12th, 2019, smoking, lowest rates ever. Lowest rates ever. Both youth and adults, lowest rates ever. And that is not being celebrated. And it's making me insane. All we're doing is bemoaning the fact that, well, we can't have an entire new generation of youths hooked on nicotine. What about that argument? Makes no sense to me. That argument makes no sense to me. Are people upset at addiction simply because it's an addiction, regardless of the harm? Because I feel like we should be upset with addictions that cause people harm. Things like cigarettes, right? Alcoholic. Yes, that's an addiction that will cause you harm. Heroin, that's a hell of a drug. That'll cause you some harm. Vaping, in the grand scheme of things, a slight nicotine addiction your whole life, which, trust me, you don't want to live with a nicotine addiction your entire life. But of all of the vices that are out there, nicotine is one of the most benign things you can do. One of. You drink Starbucks every day, you're addicted. And I'm angry at you for being a Starbucks addict, regardless of the harm. Even if it's no harm. If you're addicted to something, it's bad. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. Once again, I'm a freedom guy. I think that if you're a free adult American in the United States of America, you should get to decide what you put in your body. And I don't think the government should be legislating behavior. And that's what they're trying to do. Chronic Master Vapor, ban fake hair and fake tans. You're the man, Grimm. Let's keep fighting for these life-changing and life-saving flavored vapor products. Let's keep on vaping. Yeah, absolutely. 100% let's keep on fighting. I'm not going anywhere. I don't know if you noticed. I ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. I have your back. I have all your backs. 100% all your backs. I'll go to battle for you. I'll go battle Joe Rogan. I'll go on Twitter. I'll tweet at the president. You name it, I'll do it. I will defend to the death your right to have a less harmful alternative to smoking tobacco cigarettes, which seems like a no-brainer, but apparently isn't a no-brainer. Okay, let me catch my breath again. We're getting into the rage thing, and now I'm going up here. Keep it going, Nick. Fake tans. Okay, there we go. Michael, keep it going, Nick. I will. Very gracious of you, Michael. Matt Sinister, look on the bright side. You've got a rad poster. Yes. Dude, I saw that rad poster today over in the spare bedroom, and I was like, okay, well, today's not all bad. I got a rad poster. Bruce Nye, very gracious of you. It won't solve the problem of kids experimenting. It will make it worse. Dare didn't work. Just Say No didn't work, and all the kids still use drugs. Yes. In fact, I have a great story. I was in 7th grade. 7th grade was like that pivotal year. You know, it's like where you start smoking. It's where you start experimenting with stuff. 7th grade, I still say, is like the worst year of my life. I hated being 12 years old. 7th grade, DARE program in the library, right? We're watching this DARE video about drugs, and we get DARE t-shirts. And then I went to the new kid's house and we smoked 2 bowls of weed. Yep. Just Say No. Dare to say no to drugs. And then that same day, stoned 12-year-old. So obviously prohibition does work. And you know what I think would work a little bit better than misinforming everybody is just tell youths the truth. Treat them like adults. I mean, not adults, but treat them like humans that can understand the concepts of harm and reward and things like this. I think we'd get a lot farther in life if we just told people the truth. The truth about what's going on instead of telling kids that nicotine is brain poison. Nicotine is brain poison. So he must have been 20 stories tall downtown LA. Nicotine is brain poison. And the equal sign was cleverly 2 jewels next to each other. You know, those ads might be directed at youths, but it's not only youths that are seeing those. It's probably adult smokers that are now going to continue smoking. Thanks, California Department of Public Health. What would we do without you? I told you guys, California needs that MSA money, and we're willing to do it in any way possible. We need that money. Have you seen the roads out here? Not great. Not great. Matt asks, how long do we have until the ban starts? So there's a lot of weird questions around this. So all that FDA said today, or yesterday rather, was in a few weeks, right? In a few weeks, they're going to have the deeming regulations ready to go. They're going to have this all in place. They need a few weeks to write it up, apparently. And then after that, by law, what the FDA has to do is have a 30-day comment period. I'm not sure if anybody was around like a year ago when there was another comment period from the FDA, but they give you a 30-day comment period where it gives everybody, not just vapors, not just smokers, not everybody, shops and manufacturers and orgs, American Lung Association, organizations like that, they all get to chime in on this subject of the flavor ban. They have to have that comment period. So you figure a few weeks and then a month after that. The date that I have heard is January 2020. January 2020, I've heard, is when this is going to be implemented, which is before the May 2020 PMTA deadline. So this whole like moving the goalposts thing, and now we have a January 2020 date, but also a May 2020 date where some products might remain on the market. Previously, through the PMTA process, you could put a flavored vapor product through the PMTA process. You could do that. Now, if they're banned before the PMTA, then that means that no flavored vapor products will be going for a PMTA. It's like a 1-2 shot. It's like first we ban flavors, then we roll out the PMTA. So by May 2020, that's the final end date is May 2020, although I've heard January 2020 is for the flavor ban. Do we need to watch the Trump video again? No, I don't think we do. In fact, I may never need to watch that video again other than for comedic value. He can barely get out a coherent thought. Very, very rich very quickly. That's what he said. They got very, very rich very quickly. You're like, what? What is that? What does that have to do with a flavor ban, Donald Trump? What does that have to do with a flavor ban, Donald Trump? I don't know. I'm just going to eat some more candy. Already signed the petition and call the White House? Awesome. Make sure you call the White House. Don't worry about petitions. Don't care about petitions. I posted this on Facebook, and I guess now is a good enough time to talk about it. Hang on, let me finish this candy. It's kind of rude to talk with, chewing, so I don't know why I did that. It just looked good. It was sitting over there, and it's like... Okay. So here's the thing about petitions. Everybody wants to do something. People are just chomping at the bit. Do something. What can I do? I want to do something. What can I do? So petitions inevitably come out. And I've seen 3 or 4 of them this round. Every time there's like a doomsday, petitions come out in force. And what we need to realize about petitions is we are past the point of petitions right now. Petitions are not effective in any capacity. Signing a petition is just a useless gesture. It makes you feel good, like you did something, but in reality you did nothing, because they have no obligation to respond to petitions. And I know the White House one says, 100,000 signatures. This will get submitted to the White House, right? No, it doesn't. It's fake news. It doesn't happen. In the 10 years that I've been in the vape industry, I have signed more than my fair share of petitions. More than my fair share of petitions. We tried to repeal the deeming regs with a petition that clearly went nowhere. We tried to repeal this, that, and the other with a petition. We tried to stop the FDA's war on vaping in a petition. We've done petitions for individual states and things like this. They don't do anything. You'd be better off just having a swig of beer. That accomplishes just as much as signing a petition does. And I know people are saying, oh, well, it doesn't hurt. Like, we might as well sign it. Sure, sign it. I don't care. Just sign it. Just know that signing it accomplishes zero. It actually accomplishes less than zero because it makes people think they've accomplished something when they actually haven't. People will sign a petition and then be like, cool, I did something. You know? You didn't. We got a lot more to go. We got a lot to do here. We got a lot to do, and it's honestly going to take effort. This is a lot of tweeting. This is a lot of emails. This is a lot of phone calls. We've got a lot to do. A lot to do. And petitions, just ignore them. That's the best thing you can do. Just let them go be their thing. Because what'll happen is even if you get the 100,000 signatures on the petition and the petition is done, it goes to the White House. That petition just gets filed and fuck off. Nothing else happens. There was a petition 2 years ago to force the government to build the Millennium Falcon, and it got like 500,000 signatures. We don't have a Millennium Falcon on the White House lawn. Petitions are useless. If you want to initiate real change, you're going to have to pick up your phone. You're just gonna. Gonna. Sounds so American. Gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm going to. Michael Jordan. Whoa, Michael Jordan's here? This is for Kasa. Thank you for everything you do. It's my pleasure. My pleasure. Solid Alex Jones impression, Ifer. I appreciate that. Sending my love and support from Switzerland. Now I'll go enjoy my peach-flavored alcoholic chocolate. Yeah. That's free. That's free. You're free in Switzerland. That is free. Jeannie, hashtag survivor here. My story wasn't over and... Wait, hang on. I'm not reading this correctly. My story wasn't over then, and it ain't over yet. Even though I want to quit life, I can't. I'm going to continue to fight for our rights. Damn it, Jeannie. Bump this fist. This is for you, Jeannie. 100% for you. Yes. Don't give up. No giving up. No giving up allowed. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to be burnt out. You need to recharge your batteries. You need to rest up. You need to self-care. And then we need to hit the ground running the very next day. That's the only way we're going to survive, you guys. That's the only way we're going to survive. Anthony Ramella, very gracious of you. I did a parody video today, dressed up as Trump, repeated his press conference rant, and only exchanged the word vaping for smoking. Now it makes sense. Keep fighting, Nick. I want to see that video, Anthony. Let's remember all this next week, next month, and 6 months from now. Fight now and keep fighting. We can't get distracted. I know. We cannot get distracted. And another thing that we can't do, and apparently the last half of this vlog is just going to be super chats and me yelling with rage sweat down my face while drinking a beer. And that's fine. And I'm okay with that. But one other thing that we can't do. This cannot happen again. Please, it cannot happen again. We cannot overreact. Everybody, August 8th, 2016, everybody overreacted. Vendors just closed up shop. Vape shops just closed up shop. There was August 8th, 2016 was the first and biggest exodus from vaping. Vapors quit vaping. Shop stopped shopping. Everybody just left. And we were just left in rubble, in ruins. People just left. Whatever happened to this company? Whatever happened to that company? Well, they were scared by the regulations and they decided to leave and cash out. They didn't really care after all. The companies that are here, alive and thriving in 2019, we got to keep this going. We got to, more importantly than ever, we still need to get people vaping. We need to educate the public. We need to get them on their side. We need to show smokers, hey, look, you can quit the same way I did. Yeah, that's peach. Tastes delicious, right? Nothing like a cigarette. That's something you could do. All right, let's quit smoking together. We still need to get vapors. We still need to convert smokers. That is priority number one. We need to keep growing this industry so big that nobody can ignore us. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Appreciate that, Thomas Crow. For British eyes only. Together we stand, divided we fall. If you don't do anything, it won't help at all. Hey, that rhymed. You're a poet and you didn't even realize it. Call the White House, spread the truth, keep your head up, keep on vaping. Boosh. Good Lord. That's perfect. Well said, British eyes. Dragon 149, keep doing what you do. We all need to keep fighting for what we love to do. Also, you don't have to do everything, but you do have to do something. Yeah, that's something I used to say a lot. I used to say it on YouTube a lot after every video. I used to say it after the 510 report. It's something that Kevin Skipper used to say. And I don't know if anybody here remembers Kevin Skipper, but Kevin Skipper was legit. Kevin Skipper was a legit OG, and he always used to say that. He said, look, you don't have to do everything, but you do have to do something. You can't just sit there. If you're in this industry, if it has changed your life for the better, you got to do something. If you're in this industry and you make money from this industry, you sure as shit better be doing something. I mean, do something. Don't have to do everything. You got to do something. I just choked on my own rage there. I can't stand vendors that don't help. Sorry, I'm just going to say it. And I'm not calling out vendors, but y'all have deep pockets. Let's put them to good use. Let's put them to good use. Big G Coils. Surely this should be an issue for the International Human Rights Council and World Health Organization if million lives are potentially at risk. Yes, except the WHO, the World Health Organization, doesn't care about vaping. They are firmly planted. They've dug a hole, they filled it with concrete, they stuck their feet in that concrete, and they went, no vaping. They are anti-vaping. They don't think that smokers should be vaping. That's where the World Health Organization is right now on vaping. So yes, this might be an international human rights issue if millions of lives are potentially at risk, which they are. World Health Organization does not care about you. They don't care. I can categorically say that. Chris Hadley, very gracious of you. I'm a recovering alcoholic with 2 years sober. Like M-Turk, the hobby kept me busy building and mixing in the hardest early months. Still helps today. Fucking A, Chris. You get a fist bump right there, brother. You get a fist bump right there. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than just quitting smoking now. This is a freedom issue. This is a quality of life issue right now. Matthew Crawford, very gracious of you. Grim, it's kind of suspicious that for almost 10 years, no one has had health issues with using vapor products. I know. It's crazy. And there are still millions of vapors worldwide that are not having any of these issues either. It seems to be localized entirely within the United States. That's crazy. And we're not vaping anything different. I mean, the Recoil Rebel, they're vaping that in the UK. I've seen dudes over there with the Recoil Rebel. I've seen dudes over there with the Pod. I've seen dudes over there with Juuls and whatnot. We're vaping the same stuff. Why is it only happening in America? Could be that there's literally no link between the sicknesses and nicotine vapor products. That could be it. And as soon as that truth comes out, they got no legs to stand on. No legs to stand on. Well, this just turned into a big ranting issue. That's fine. I'm on board. Let's go, Joe. Mike. And you notice how the big tobacco stocks went up as soon as he announced it. Yeah, they did. Anybody else notice that? If you were on Twitter, you would have noticed that. Charles Gardner posted it just today. Altria, Philip Morris stocks up. Way up. And you know why they're up? Because people are going to start smoking again. A sick part of me, and this is something I might have said to Alex over there on the Tuesday Bro Tuesday, a sick part of me just wants this to all happen. Nationwide flavor ban vaping everywhere. I kind of want it to happen so that the powers that be will see smoking rates go back up. And they'll see that their solution to the problem just exacerbated the problem, made smoking rates go back up, and made the THC sicknesses not go away. You want more youth smoking? Ban flavors. You want more adult smoking? Ban flavors. You want to stop people from getting sick from vaping vitamin E acetate in bootlegged black market cannabis cartridges? Ban vaping. I mean, ban flavors. That's the way you do it. Why? Okay, here we go. Let's keep this going. Matthew Crawford, very gracious of you. What are your thoughts on the CDC warning about continuing to vape? Do you think we should be fearful that continuing to using vaporizer products could cause immediate respiratory failure? No. I can't stress this enough, Mike. I cannot stress this enough. The CDC just did a big blanket statement. Just nobody should vape. That's what they said. Because of all these cannabis, vitamin E acetate, the CDC said, don't vape. Stay away from vaping. The CDC is telling people not to vape. No, Matthew, keep vaping. You have nothing to worry about. If you buy your liquids from a reputable vendor and you know what you're doing, and even if you don't, as long as you buy your liquids from a reputable vendor, if you're not buying things off the street, you have nothing to worry about. If you're not buying things off the street, you have nothing to worry about. Nicotine vaping hasn't killed anybody from vaping. Nicotine vaping hasn't sent people to the hospital. Lots of other stuff have. I mean, in the time of this vlog, let's see, this was 2 hours. Wow, it's already 6:30. This vlog was 2 hours long, so 2,800 people died from smoking-related illnesses. Isn't it, what was that, 1,000 an hour or something like that, or 50 an hour or something like that? Let's get to the end of these super chats and let's wrap this up. I'll let That's What She Said take over. Skull the Sunless. He mentioned money because the government is mad about losing money to vaping. They're basically just throwing a temper tantrum. Yeah, that's what it is. It's because the government doesn't have a piece of vaping. And this was a crazy... I don't have tinfoil for my hat. I got a beer can up here. This was one of my crazy conspiracy theories from months and months and months ago. I felt like Scott Gottlieb was brought into the FDA to create big vapor because we have big tobacco, right? And the government, they got their hands all mashed around in that big tobacco. They love it. It just is money, right? Free money from addicted citizens. Free money. I feel like Scott Gottlieb was brought in to create this epidemic, to popularize Juul, to roll Juul into this big vapor sort of product. So now the government can get some of that sweet, sweet big vapor sort of money there. And I feel like that's what's happening. If all goes to plan, by May 2020, Juul will be the only vapor product on the market. That's it. And it won't even be flavored. It'll just be tobacco, Juul. And that will be the new big vapor, and that's what will be taxed, and that's what the government will get their hands in. They want this to be a smooth transition from some cigarettes to vapor because Philip Morris International has said they foresee a time when they stop making cigarettes. Good Lord. How much do you think the heart sank of politicians when they heard that cigarette makers were going to stop making cigarettes? I'm sure their hearts just went, gah. Where's my $1.2 billion going to come from then? They need that vapor money. They need it. They need it. All right. So here we go. Jape Vape. Okay. I really appreciate it. All this money is going to CASA. We're gonna curtail the super chats right now just so I can end this vlog because I definitely do not want to run into That's What She Said time. Jape Vape. So many deaths with cigarettes, so many deaths related to mass shootings, but flavors, that's the big issue? How about make parents be parents? How about make parents be parents? How about enforce the laws that already exist? What? It's already illegal for anybody under 18, 21 in some states to purchase vapor products. That's already a law. Why can't we enforce that? It works for alcohol. I mean, we have whipped cream, Swedish fish, root beer, lemon gummy flavored vodka. You have to be 21 to buy it. That seems to work just fine for alcohol. Not good enough for far less harmful vapor products, but it is good enough for alcohol, which we definitely want to keep away from anybody underage, right? What could go wrong? Sean Forever, youth will just switch back to cigarettes and start dying. Then they will see what a big mistake they made. I know, and that's what I was saying is a sick part of me. Look, and I don't want to see dead kids. I don't want to see dead anybody, but they will see cigarette smoking pick back up. If anyone dies with a clean sword, the hound. Stand strong, everyone. Enlighten, educate, and reinforce. I'm with you, Grimm from Richmond, Virginia. Boom, Yeti Core RVA. Really appreciate that. And finally, last super chat before we wrap this all up. The Vaping Australian. I'm going to go wick my OG recoil and vape flavors. Try to stop me. Love you, man. We got this. I love your optimism. And really, that's where I'm going to end this vlog. We need to be optimistic. We are not beaten. We're not down. We're not fucked like a lot of people are saying. We're not. We're really not. This is our time. This is vaping suddenly pushed right into the mainstream. It's been on Philip DeFranco. Steven Crowder's talking about it. People that haven't been talking about vaping are talking about vaping, and they're talking about vaping because Trump, and that just adds this whole other layer of wackiness to it because people are against it because Trump's for it, and they're against it for different reasons than maybe we are, right? Is the enemy of my enemy my friend? I say no. I say the enemy of my enemy is still my enemy, even if we agree on this. There's a lot of people angry. It's not just vapors. Everybody's angry. I've seen comments on Twitter. I've seen comments on Facebook. I've seen comments on Instagram of people saying, I'm not a smoker or a vapor, but this is ridiculous. I'm not a smoker. I'm not a vapor. They should be allowed to choose. Freedom of choice, liberty, and justice for all. And I'm making a vow right now. I will not rest. I will rest a little bit, but I will defend your right to vape until I'm dead in the ground. That's my promise. And I'm going to do my best, you guys, to get you as much information as I possibly can. If you really want to get involved in the discussion, got to get on Twitter. I'm sorry, that's just where it's happening. It's not on Instagram. It's happening on Twitter. So get on Twitter. Just do the damn thing. Follow me if you want. I don't care if you do. I'd love it if you did. But get in there, get in the discussion, get your hands dirty, make some noise, be loud, be louder than the guy next to you, and let's get truth, justice, liberty, all of this. I was going to say truth, justice in the American way, but that's what Superman says, and we can't take Superman's motto, right? Liberty and justice for all. Liberty and justice for all. If you have one takeaway from tonight, it's vape proudly with liberty and justice for all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Let me just take one quick look and make sure I didn't forget anything. No, I think we are good. So anyway, that's what I got for today. Everybody, thank you guys so much in the chat for coming out. Thank you everybody on the replay. Tim J, our politicians can all suck it. Yeah. Suck it. Suck it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. The Vape team is on it in about 20 minutes. That's What She Said is on in about 20 minutes. I know Danielle Jones over there from the That's What She Said panel. She has got a slew of incredible information for you. It really is going to be worth it to check it out. They are deep diving into this topic. It'll be much more formal and much less me yelling with rage sweat down my face. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys, seriously, as always, so much for watching. And no matter what is in your hand or what anybody tells you, let's keep on vaping.